Hi guys. I hope you're all having an amazing December so far. My week has been phenomenal. I just turned 24 on Saturday. December 20th is my birthday, so shout out to all the other Christmas babies out there. I know you guys have to love it when you get this is your birthday / Christmas present. But I'm not complaining. I've always thought it was funny and cute anyway, so. But thank you, those of you who wished me a happy birthday, and I wanted to also say thank you so much to all of my subscribers, because this past week, the week of my birthday, my channel hit 50,000 subscribers, and I am just in awe. I know some of you may have seen my 20,000 subscribers video, and I was amazed at that point, and so now reaching this milestone is just blowing my mind. It's insane. But I wanted to say thank you for everyone for being so great and so supportive, and for being a part of this with me. So today I am going to read a couple of sonnets from John Keats, and they'll be from this book that I've used in a couple other videos before. It sounds really nice. I'm hoping to have a couple new videos up before Christmas. I am going to be filming a bit today, and I may not have them all edited before Christmas, but I'll get them up as soon as possible, because I know I still wanted to do a Christmas present wrapping video, and I got one of my new Ipsy bags in the mail, so I wanted to do a review on that. So I have a lot of stuff that I'm so excited to film and share with you guys. This book came from a little thrift store. And what's really funny is I bought this book and a Leigh Hunt book just because they stood out. I really liked them. I didn't really know much about John Keats or Leigh Hunt. Didn't know that they were friends at the time. I just liked both the books. And the semester after I bought this book, I took a John Keats class. So we spent the whole semester just studying his poems and his letters, and it was a wonderful class. I loved it. So I thought I would just share a few of my favorite sonnets that we read. Sorry, my mailman is coming by. His car is a little loud. I love the tapping sounds on the spine of this book. They're different from the cover. They're a little softer. Alright, so let's see. The first one I wanted to read was on page 37. And a lot of these sonnets are titled just by the first line. So this one is, O solitude, if I must with thee dwell. O solitude, if I must with thee dwell, let it not be among the jumbled heap of murky buildings. Climb with me the steep, nature's observatory, whence the dell, its flowery slopes, its river's crystal swell may seem a span. Let me thy vigils keep amongst the boughs' pavilions, where the deer's swift leap startles the wild bee from the foxglove bell. But though I'll gladly trace these scenes with thee, yet the sweet converse of an innocent mind, whose words are images of thoughts refined, is my soul's pleasure. And it sure must be almost the highest bliss of humankind, when to thy haunts two kindred spirits flee. And I think that's such a beautiful sonnet, because I love all the references to nature, and the last line that says, and it sure must be almost the highest bliss of humankind, when to thy haunts two kindred spirits flee. The idea of being in solitude and in a quiet spot in nature with another person who completely gets that, who embraces that solitude, it can be a really magical and unforgettable sort of experience. So that's one of my favorite sonnets of his. The next one is called On the Grasshopper and Cricket. The poetry of earth is never dead. When all the birds are faint with the hot sun and hide in cooling trees, a voice will run from hedge to hedge about the new-mown mead. That is the grasshopper's. He takes the lead in summer luxury. He is never done with his delights. For when tired out with fun, he rests at ease beneath some pleasant weed. The poetry of earth is ceasing never. On a lone winter evening, when the frost has wrought a silence from the stove, there shrills the cricket's song, in warmth increasing ever, and seems to one in drowsiness half lost, the grasshoppers among some grassy hills. Next one is this last, or not the last one, but this next one is called again, a sonnet with the first line as the title, but it's When I Have Fears That I May Cease to Be. I'm going to try to get a little closer and do a little bit of ear-to-ear whispering with this one. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise to move this book around as I move around, but we'll see. Okay. When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has cleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books in charactery hold like rich garners the full ripened grain. When I behold upon the night's starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance, and when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, have relish in the very power of unreflecting love. Then on the shore of the wide world I stand alone, and think till love and fame to nothingness do sink. One reason that I really like this sonnet is because just the opening line that says, "When I have fears that I may cease to be," and the next line too, "Before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain." I think anyone can kind of relate to that. Just the sort of thoughts that you have, things you might not get to experience during your lifetime. And while that can seem kind of sad or depressing, I think that it's actually really inspiring. And when you think about the fact that your time is limited, it motivates you and encourages you to appreciate things in life more. And for me, it drives me to just go and do the things that I want to do instead of putting it off and saying, "Oh, I've got time," or I'll do that at this certain point in my life. This sonnet really makes me think I should go do it. Take a chance. But I do love that line, "Before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain." You can just picture all of the poetic thoughts and ideas, and you just picture the potential things that he could write. Because it's almost ironic that these lines are actually in a poem, because he's talking about when he has fears before he has a chance to write them down. And yet it's written in a sonnet of his that's so beautiful. And I don't know if any of that makes any sense, but welcome to the world of my random poetry ramblings. Okay, so this last one it's titled "On First Looking into Chapman's Homer." And I'll try to do some ear to ear again. Much have I traveled in the realms of gold, and many goodly states and kingdoms seen. Round many western islands have I been, which bards in fealty to Apollo hold. Oft of one wide expanse had I been told, that deep-browed Homer ruled as his demesne. Yet did I never breathe its pure serene, till I heard Chapman speak out loud and bold. Then felt I like some watcher of the skies, when a new planet swims into his ken, or like stout Cortez, when with eagle eyes he stared at the Pacific, and all his men looked at each other with a wild surmise, silent upon a peak in Darien. I absolutely love the line in this that says, then felt I like some watcher of the skies, when a new planet swims into his ken. That just, I really love astronomy. I don't know a lot about it. I just like to look at it. And I love to stargaze, and I go to the NASA website now and then and just look through their photo gallery, all these beautiful pictures from space. But the excitement that he captures with those two lines, it's not just the excitement of seeing a new planet swim into the can, it's the anticipation and everything building up to that moment. Because in the line that he says he felt like a watcher of the skies, to me, for some reason, that line kind of sounds like it would take up a long period of time. A watcher of the sky would spend a lot of time watching the sky, which may even seem pointless to some people. But to me, it's just a beautiful line. Because I can imagine being that person. It's kind of like stargazing, and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait some more. But then after a while you'll finally see this gorgeous shooting star fly across the sky, and it's so exciting, and that's the feeling I get when I read those two lines. But I imagine it would be on a much larger scale for someone who studies the planets and sees something new and kind of makes this amazing discovery. So I really like that sonnet as well. So those are my ramblings on John Keats. I was thinking about reading one of his letters as well, but I decided to just stick with his sonnets. If you have never read some of the letters that John Keats wrote to, for instance, to Leigh Hunt or to Fanny or his brother, they are just as beautiful as the poetry, I think. He's so eloquent, and eventually I would like to share some of my poems with you guys, but that will be a little ways down the road. I'll have to sort through them and find some good ones to share. I'm definitely encouraged to do that after sharing my short story and getting such positive feedback on it. I still don't think it's done. I have a lot I want to do to it, but I think I might edit it and then share it with you guys again. But we'll see. That would all be sometime next year, since I have a lot of things planned for the rest of this year. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the poetry. I'm actually going to film a few other things today, but I think those will be posted later this week. And I hope that you liked this Preds jersey. For anyone who doesn't know, the Predators are the hockey team in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to go see a game in January, and I'm really excited. But my brother gave me this just, I think, about a week and a half ago, and it's my first Preds anything. It's my first Preds shirt, so I kind of been wearing it nonstop. So if this is the last thing that I manage to post before Christmas, I just want to say that I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and that you get to spend it with people that you love, and that it's just a restful time and a fun time. And I wish I could spend it with all of you. I wish we could all just have some gigantic Christmas party and all of us together. That would be fun. But maybe one day.